We're Blank Cheque, Laura and I. So we want just to give you a little context. We are going to explain who we are and how we work, and then we're going to talk about a project that we did recently. So my name is Bethany. There's Laura's my partner, Laura Asare. So I basically have kind of a lot of administration, arts administration, and fundraising experience. And so I sort of lead Blank Cheque in terms of our organizational design. And what we do is we work with primarily women through using the performing arts to do process-driven work that has a social change value, which is all about empowerment and telling stories and giving a voice. And Laura works very much on the ground. She works in the prison sector, and she leads often on our workshop design and delivery. And she works with leading companies such as Clean Break and often lectures at Goldsmiths.
So hello, everyone. So Bethany is of American Jewish heritage, and I'm from an African Caribbean background. And having a mixed cultural background is what we bring to the work.
Great, thank you. So our values are that we're ethical. So we make sure that nobody is ever harmed in our work in any way. So we don't ask people to talk about things they're not comfortable talking about. We're feminist. So even if we do work with men, we're always looking at things through a feminist lens, which means really focusing on gender equality.
We're human-centered, with the participants being at the heart of what we create. So the project.
Oh, you're muted.
A voice and a platform for them to be heard. And we are also trauma informed. So we work with the 5 principles, which are safety, trustworthiness, choice, collaboration, and empowerment.
So how we work is we will usually, something that's really important to us is partnering with women's centers, because Laura and I are just a partnership. So we don't have kind of the infrastructure to provide the real sort of social work support that a lot of our participants need. So we pair up with a women's center who will often have courses and engagement opportunities. So we'll kind of slot into that. And then of course, and so we're not privy to any specific experiences of our participants unless they share that, and any issues that they face that they need extra support with will happen through the Women's Center.
And how we kind of approach the work is with text, with improvisation, imagery, and with this project in particular that we're going to be talking about, we did actually get a professional playwright on board who worked with the women in telling their stories, and professional actors bringing them to life.
So the project that we did recently was with Hibiscus Women's Center, and it was called The Women Inside. So the women we worked with are migrant women. Some of them would have had experiences of trafficking or having their status be unstable. So we kind of just, we led 8 weeks of workshops, which were improvisations that we set up. We looked at photographs, came up with themes and stories, and we recorded a lot of the sessions. And from that, we extracted phrases and stories that the women had worked on. And our playwright, Suhaila El Bushra, kind of compiled together pieces of the story to make what is a verbatim film. We wanted to show you the trailer, but it didn't work. A verbatim film, which comes across like a documentary, sharing the experiences of the women. And all through the process, the women we worked with gave constant feedback. So they approved what we put in the script. They approved how it was put together. And that was really interesting part of the process, because in the beginning, they felt we didn't, use enough of what they wanted to say. So we had to go back and add back in. And so it was very much a back and forth through the collaboration.
So when it comes to our objectives, I mean, key to it is creativity, And that's thinking about things in different ways, so gaining perspective and creating options. Again, confidence is major for us. So for all the participants, feeling heard and empowered to move forward, having the ability to recognise and take opportunities. And then community. So reducing feelings of isolation, fostering inclusion, developing support networks as well.
And so why it matters is because the Sustainable Development Goals are important. We specifically look at goal number 5, which is gender equality, and even more specifically 5.2, which is ending violence against all women and girls. So we feel that our work is by empowering the women that we work with and by fostering feminist values, what we're doing is really helping these women exercise their fundamental rights to have a voice, which is the first step in ending violence towards women and girls. So that's us. Thank you.
Thank you.
There's this is our Instagram. You can follow us there. And then we also have our website. And if you have any questions, we're happy to answer them.